Hi guys, how's it going? And no, I don't mean that like most vloggers do, where it's like, oh, how you doing? I don't know how to start my video, so I'm gonna ask an arbitrary question. No, I mean it. I want to know how you're doing today, and I hope it's good. But anyways, what I want to talk to you about today are movies. Movies. Man, I am not doing good with speaking today. Anyways, so I've never been a very big movie buff. I've always liked movies, but I've never been that guy who consumes every single one that comes out. You know, there's movies that I just haven't seen yet, and people are like, I can't believe you haven't seen that movie. I'm sorry. But since we started doing this podcast, that podcast being Those Aren't Biscuits, I've been kind of forced to go see more movies, simply to have something to talk about during the show. And one of the things that I've noticed about going to see movies is that there are certain things that I love about movies. And it didn't happen right away. I had to kind of come to terms with the things that I like. Because before I did that, I was a very confused boy when it came to movies. I mean, I don't think Ashton Kutcher's a very good actor, and I don't really like romantic comedies, but I owned A Lot Like Love, and I kind of like it, but anyways, what I mean is I had to just narrow it down and find out a way to describe the things I like about movies. And the best way I can say it now is I like movies that are honest about what they are. And there are two examples from my recent movie-going experience in the last few months that I think nail it. They absolutely nail being themselves. And those are The Kingsman, Secret Service, and Mad Max Fury Road, as we talked about in one of our more recent episodes. Basically, you have The Kingsman, which is a send-up of, 60s and 70s spy movies, and it never really alters from that. All the characters are a little over the top, they're a little campy, but at the core, it's just kind of this irreverent take on something we've all just kind of taken for granted, of goofy movies from back then. And on the other side of things, you have Mad Max, which, as everyone has said about the movie, is so concrete in what it is and what it's trying to be that there's just absolutely no room for anything else. And it's amazing. It's, nonstop adrenaline action, and it's not ashamed of that, which is great. Yeah. That's what movies should be. But then you go on the other side of things, and you get movies that try so hard to be so many things at once. And to me, that just ruins a movie. The example I have for that is Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. I'm not saying I didn't like the movie. We talked about it on another episode as well, but the problem with that movie is that there's just so many things going on with it that differentiate in tone that you don't get a concise product at the end. You have the the weird issues that Tony goes through, like kind of as a father-son issue with Ultron, but at the same time dealing with his own legacy with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. But then at the same time as those are going on, you have the Black Widow and the Hulk having like a torrid love affair thing, and then you have Hawkeye with his secret life going on and idyllic existence that doesn't involve the Avengers. There's each one of those plot lines can be its own movie, and if they had been their own movies, I think you get a much more clear picture of that world. But instead, they're all jammed together, and then you throw in the same over-the-top action that the Marvel movies have become known for. And at the end of it, you just have this ball of pieces, and it's a freaking hot dog. That's what it is. It's all the pieces and byproducts of other movies thrown into a grinder and grind up, and you have one big throbbing hot dog. And honestly, when all these Marvel movies are over and done with, and we all look back on the whole experience, like, oh man, I remember when it first started with Iron Man and the first Avengers, holy crap. And it's going to be Avengers 2 that everyone is kind of going to go, meh. And the thing is, you don't want your movie to be meh. That's not good. So take it from me, just a humble viewer. If you're a filmmaker out there, figure out what you want your movie to be and just do that. Don't try to complicate the recipe. If you can put together a movie with a singular tone and goal, you will always be more successful than some sort of movie that's trying to do multiple things at once with limited time. You get what I'm saying, I guess? I don't know. Well, why don't you let me know? Let me know what movies you think are really great at just being what they are. And on the reverse side, the flip side, what movies do you think try to do too much? Which movies do you think, overstretch their bounds? I'd like to know. So, hope you all have a good day. Or if you're still having a good day from when I asked you earlier, continue having a good day. You can, once again, follow us on Twitter @NotBiscuits. Go listen to the show, notcookies.libsyn.com, or you can find us on iTunes. Those aren't biscuits. And, yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you guys later.